Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Trust the Profits, fastest 2 minutes in horse racing. Tonight I have a very special guest. You know him and you love him. He's a horse racing royalty. He's a legend in the game. A legend in the sport of kings. Horse Racing Nation's own, Ed DeRosa. What's up, Ed? How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. My favorite week of the year for sure. And one thing I like about it is maybe it's a legendary bad pick or legendary riches if you're right. But either way, this is definitely the race you want to have an opinion on.
And everybody's got one. And normally those people who have their opinion think everybody else is an idiot and vice versa, which is part of the fun, right? So
part of the fun for me. I love telling people they're wrong. And then after the fact, if you back it up and you're right, all the congratulations.
Yeah, months and months of discussion last year, and then Rich Strike wins. So kind of
not
capitalized.
only months and months and he wins, but the horse draws in the week of the race. So he was never even a part of those discussions.
Oh yeah, that was the beauty of it. That's what we always said. We never negged Rich Strike one time in any video. We never said anything about him. We never told you to toss him. We never said anything bad. But yeah, kind of lucky, I guess, on that one. But definitely cost me some money last year. So, Ed, tonight we're going to do this real quick. Are we ready for the 5 Kentucky Derby questions in rapid fire succession?
Pew, pew.
Let's do it. All right. Let's jump right into a fun one. Best name in the field.
I think I got to go with 2 Phils because it tilts people so bad that he has that apostrophe.
It really does. It's really bothersome for a grammar Nazi like myself, but yeah, it's bad. That's a quick answer, Ed.
Well, I would say that's the best name, but then if you want to say the most fun to say, hopefully it's not too jingoistic to say Dermisotogake. It's just for whatever reason we've all adapted the accent, and I've heard Kate Hunter say it. I've heard the trainer say it, and for us Americans, for us Yanks, I don't think we've done too bad of a job. So that's a fun name to say, but best name, I'm still sticking with 2 Phils. I love that the apostrophe throws people off.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem for me. I admit it, but I like it too. I like the horse too, by the way. All right, next question.
No, he fits.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he fits.
Yeah, he could be in the mix there at a decent price too. So, all right, next question up. Best value on the board. We have a wide open race in some aspects.
And I did a fair odds line, and there were 3 horses on my line that looked like they might be higher than the actual off odds based on the morning line. Tappet Trice, Skinner, and Practical Move. So from a class perspective, Santa Anita Derby, I'm expecting to offer some value, and then Tappet Trice, taking a lot of steam, but I do think we'll get that 5-1 that I want, and he is my pick.
Same here. I love Tappet Trice. I'm hoping for at least 5-1, and he might get there. I think there's a couple others that might drive him to keep it up there.
There's the hope.
Absolutely. Next question. Most overhyped of this field of 20. Go ahead.
It's got to be Dermisotogake. I mean, there's some talk I've heard about him being the second choice. Brian Nadeau, who is the Gulfstream handicapper, actually said tonight on a space I listened to, he wouldn't be shocked if the horse is favored. That would absolutely shock me. But the fact that that's even on anyone's tongue means he's the most overhyped. It's not the Japanese thing. It's the UAE thing. I just don't like that ship to Louisville from the United Arab Emirates.
I agree with you 100%. I'm Fade City on that horse. Not even putting him underneath.
Yeah,
but I mean,
the same way.
You never know. Like last year, like we just touched on, Rich Strike, it could happen. So
yeah,
I'm not going to pretend to know for sure.
This horse is going to be 8-1.
Yeah, I won't touch him. All right, now the pressure's on, and I think you already kind of gave it away a little bit. Your pick to win the Derby, is it Tappet Trice?
Yeah, Tappet Trice. I just love the fact that he won the Tampa Bay Derby in a manner that just completely is never going to win the Kentucky Derby. And Todd Pletcher, the Hall of Famer that he is, and 2-time Derby winner, designed this horse's training to work out the trip he did in the Bluegrass from the rail, no less. If he gets a similar trip, and he's inside again, so he's going to have to, he is the winner of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, he gets beat up for that Tampa Bay race because he can't get out of the gate, and I get that perspective. But like you said, if you can win that race and come back from that, I mean, it basically tells me he's kind of pace proof, and he's
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
most
if he had won
well-rounded
the
horse out there.
Bluegrass in the same manner, he would be a fade for me at a short price, but that he adapted to the, conditions that are necessary to win a race like the Derby. I mean, Orb sort of had this reputation as a closer. He had the trip in the Kentucky Derby that Tappa Trice got in the Bluegrass, so that is a winning Derby trip. I think Luis Saez, he's out for blood. He won the Derby in 2019 and was disqualified. He
Right,
wants to win it for
absolutely.
real, and I think he can do it.
All right, last question, kind of a tongue-in-cheek, little fun one. Last place finisher here. We know it's not a real prediction, but who do you see as a horse that you give no shot to, potentially a last
Well,
place?
no shot. I mean, that to me is what makes this race kind of what I'm looking forward to betting it, because I actually have 7 horses that I want no part of on top. But from a just no hope lope around the field, I mean, Jace's Road to me, his running style, he's just not going to win this race gate to wire. And then Brad Cox, fantastic trainer, knows his way around the barns, talking to media. He doesn't even sound confident. So that to me, kind of, and granted, he's 50-1, so it's not like it's the toss of the century, but nevertheless, I just, if there were a bet about splitting the field, I'd take the max on him in the bottom half.
All right, Ed, anything else you want to close out with? I appreciate your time tonight.
No, I
Anything
love the format and the guests you've had on, and we always like to mix it up on Twitter, which you see my username there, and love the banter, and hope to hear from everyone, winner or loser, come Saturday night. We're gonna have some fun for Derby 149.
I have a feeling we're going to hear from a lot of them, win or lose. So
That's right.
thanks again, Ed, for coming on. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Peace out.